Welcome back, Kinetics, by the way.
I thank you guys.
What were you doing? What?
Yeah, it's been a while, bro.
We had Wales got to
even?
meet somebody from Hollywood as well. So someone who is very interested in what we're doing and wants to make HEX go viral. Wants to get into the crypto space early. Has his own network. And that was a chance meeting that our trust attorney happens to be their general counsel. So it was pretty cool that he set that up for us. We had a lot of good work got done earlier that day on the way of the publicly traded trust. So I don't think there's a lot of people here. I still don't think understand the gravitas of that. I don't think Bitcoin would be where they're at without Grayscale. And I think this is just going to make this, when you allow, let's just put it this way. When you allow retail investor money from legacy finance to get into this market, up and to the right, baby. That's all I have to say. And Wales is a big part of that. He is a smart gentleman, as we all know, that is helping make that possible, helping these SEC attorneys understand what this product is, because they have some common misconceptions, don't they, Wales?
Oh, man. It's like talking to kids.
It is interesting how
A lot of times kids get it sooner, though.
Well, there's a lot to be said about that. Well, when you've got people who have been in an industry so long and they're so well versed in their industry, they kind of dig their heels in. That you
Can't really blame them.
So
it's probably a lot of shit that they have to go through all the time. So.
Yeah, there's a new paradigm that they have to twist their mind around.
Yeah. And here's the thing: this is new, and they know it's new. So digging your heels in just isn't the move.
Yeah, I know.
That's not smart. Yeah,
that's exactly it. But that's all right. We got another meeting with them tomorrow. We're gonna help them understand what this is.
Yeah, we're gonna square them away. It's easy.
And you know what? It might be good for us from an SEC standpoint, guys. Not just our trust that we're building, but also for this industry, for crypto as a whole. That this is not inflation. This is not interest we are being paid. It is inflation. We need to set that narrative right now, because this is not interest. This is not a third party paying us interest like it would be at a bank.
Correct.
So we need to have them understand this. And so we are a lot more under scrutiny as an industry if it's interest versus being inflation. So that's probably the new narrative that needs to be spread.
That's the biggest nuance that has to be invoked into the mind of these regulators, because the fact of the matter is that the rest of the industry doesn't have that ability to be able to make that claim. So we have to be the ones to explain them, educate them, and put them on the same page. Right, because the regulations stand as they are, and they can't just interpret them as they want. They are what they are, so that's what it has to be.
Yeah, in the chat, we go through this a lot now, especially since we have a lot more people from the Middle East that are coming in to ask and poke holes in this. Mm-hmm. There's the issue of you don't want to have interest being the nomenclature from now on. Yield. It should be yield derived from the interest that is generated by the system, and you do the work. So there's nobody that you're using in between.
Papa, I think we addressed this once, because some time ago Bitcoin was pronounced halal, and since HEX, it's basically Bitcoin with the change of proof of work. Mm-hmm. I think it translates also to HEX.
This is inflation being paid by code, not interest being paid by a third party. And I think that is very important.
But the front end at go.hex.com does say interest. We should make an effort to get that rectified.
I think you're right. All of us that have the ear of Richard Hart need to put something in about that, that it would help our jobs going forward. So
specifically, it came from you, and if it was fresh rather than the Muslim route or Muslim reasons, if you can state that in terms of SEC, looking at it under a microscope, you may get some more traction.
Yeah, for sure. That's the whole point.
You and Wales together.
We'll reach out to him. I think that's a fine distinction to be made here.
Yeah, it's
So-
critical. It's critical for growth.
The SEC isn't critical about Bitcoin's inflation model, so we need to make sure they're not critical about ours either.
Correct.